Jammu Links News Top Stories is brought to you by Tasya Herbals alcohol-based hand sanitizer with neem and aloe vera extracts, helping India fight COVID-19. A 55-year-old man from North Kashmir's Baramulla district died of COVID-19 on Thursday, taking the number of deaths in Jammu and Kashmir due to novel coronavirus disease to 27. The deceased was a resident of Khanpura area of Baramulla. He was referred from GMC Hospital Baramulla with fever, respiratory distress on 27th May to SMHS Hospital Srinagar. In a major development, an improvised explosive device was recovered from a Santro car in Ayangud area of Rajpura in South Kashmir's Pulwama district on Thursday, but the IED was defused successfully by the personnel of the bomb disposal squad. Joint team of forces including 44 Rashtra Rifles, CRPF and Pulwama police recovered the IED after searching the vehicle. The security forces had received the inputs about movement of the vehicle carrying IED 4-5 days ago. The security forces blasted the vehicle and subsequently averted a major catastrophe that could have arisen out of the vehicle-borne IED blast. Jaish-e-Mohammed had the main role in planning the car bomb attack in Jammu and Kashmir's Pulwama, which security forces thwarted on Thursday, said Kashmir Police, adding that Hizbul Mujahideen assisted the Jaish-e-Mohammed. Vijay Kumar, Inspector General of Police Kashmir, stated that Pulwama police was regularly receiving information that Jaish-e-Mohammed and Hizbul Mujahideen were together planning this attack. They had placed IED in a Santro car.
जैसा कि हम लोगों को इत्तला था कि जैश-ए-मोहम्मद का मिलिटेंट इस कार्रवाई को करने वाला था और यह जंग बदर के दिन ही करना था, क्योंकि उस टाइम में हम लोग बहुत सारी कार्रवाई प्रिवेंटिव मेजर लिए, बहुत सारे कॉर्डन ऑपरेशन किए, इसमें हमको बहुत कामयाबी मिली.
Lieutenant Governor Girish Chandra Murmu today administered oath to the newly appointed chairman of the Jammu and Kashmir Public Service Commission B.R. Sharma at the Raj Bhavan. Sharma, a retired IS officer, has served as the chairman Staff Selection Commission before the present appointment. The Jammu and Kashmir administration informed that internet access across the Union Territory with internet speed restricted to 2G only and internet connectivity with MAC binding will continue till June 17th. An order in this regard was issued today by Principal Secretary Home Department Shaleen Kabra, according to which the internet speed on mobile data services shall remain restricted to 2G only till June 17, 2020 unless modified earlier. Taking a dig at government for not restoring 4G internet service in Jammu and Kashmir, former Chief Minister Omar Abdullah said, "Why people of Union Territory are being punished when the centre blames Pakistan for militancy and other anti-national activities." He said, activities of Pakistan in J&K was beyond the control of the people, for which they are not responsible but still are being punished. Omar said, no big economic and development activities on the ground and no democracy, and here the J&K government admits to a worsening security environment. 10 months later, the report card does not look impressive after August 5th, 2019. Light to moderate rain with thunderstorm was likely at most places of J&K and at isolated places of Ladakh region during May 30th and 31st, Met Department said on Thursday. The weatherman further said that currently the weather was cloudy to overcast at most places of Kashmir, Jammu and Pir Panjal area. However, a brief spell of rain with thunderstorm at scattered places of J&K was also possible during May 28th and 29th. The weather department further said there was no forecast of any continuous heavy rainfall during next 7 to 10 days. In response to the call given by National Coordination Committee of Electricity Employees and Engineers, a joint amalgam of the power employees all across the country, the Jammu and Kashmir Power Engineers and Employees Coordination Committee has decided to observe Black Day on June 1st as nationwide protest against the central government's move to go for privatization of the DISCOMs of UTs followed by states. Accusing the central government of not listening to the plight of the migrants, Congress interim President Sonia Gandhi on Thursday demanded that the government provide Rs 7,500 to every needy family of the country for the next 6 months and Rs 10,000 as immediate relief to them. In a video message, part of Congress Speak Up India campaign, Sonia said, Congress has decided to conduct this social campaign to raise the voice of India. The global death toll from the novel coronavirus has risen over the past 24 hours by 5,581 to 3,49,000, the World Health Organization said in its daily situation report. The number of confirmed cases has increased by 84,000 to 54 lakh, the WHO said. Most cases of infection are recorded in the Americas, 24 lakh with 1,45,810 deaths, while Europe has reported 20 lakh cases and 1,76,000 deaths so far. As per WHO tally, the US has the highest number of cases in the world with 1,63,000 infections. The Indian Meteorological Department on Thursday announced that conditions are favourable in Kerala for the onset of the southwest monsoon on June 1st. Notably, the advance of the southwest monsoon over Indian mainland is marked by monsoon onset over Kerala and is an important indicator characterizing the transition from hot and dry season to a rainy season. As the monsoon progresses northward, relief from scorching summer temperature is experienced over the areas. In a major way forward towards delimitation of 90 assembly constituencies in Jammu and Kashmir before conduct of first assembly elections in the Union Territory, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla has nominated associate members to the Delimitation Commission set up by the Centre for J&K and other states headed by Justice Retired Ranjan Prakash Desai. The members, among others, include Union Minister of State in the Prime Minister's Office Dr. Jitendra Singh, BJP MP Jugal Kishore Sharma and National Conference parliamentarians Dr. Farooq Abdullah, Mohammad Akbar Lone and Hasnain Masoodi. A Pakistani villager named Habibullah, resident of Baga Shakargarh village, has claimed that he is the owner of spy pigeon captured by locals in India a few days back. According to a report, he said the second pigeon of the pair was with him, a pigeon suspected to be trained in Pakistan for spying and having a ring with alphabets and numbers written on it, was captured by locals of Maniari village near the India-Pakistan international border in Kathua district of Jammu and Kashmir. Principal Secretary Agriculture Production Department Naveen K. Chaudhary today asked Agriculture and allied departments to maintain high alert and take preemptive measures to foil any possible locust attack in the UT. Chairing a meeting, he took detailed stock of the preparedness being made for containing any possible locust attack. He ordered constitution of division and district level monitoring teams and involvement of scientists of Swasth, Kashmir and Jammu for making joint efforts against the possible threat.